Hello, Eric Pollard here. I'm gonna walk you through season equipment, kind of what we're all about, and our product offerings. So first and foremost, I'll just start with what this brand is all about. So we have created a brand that stands for trying to bring the communities together. We have skiing and snowboarding on equal footing, products that are non-binary, gender neutral. They are for everybody. We have products that are black. I know I'm known for doing graphics. I love art. I still think these are very great, and I was able to get really creative in the some of the design aspects, but we didn't do graphics because we really wanted to focus on longevity. So one of the things that we're trying to do as a brand is encourage people to keep their equipment as long as they can. I think it will make the world a better place. Less skis and snowboards in landfills is better. So that's one of the things we're based on as well. Last thing is equipment simplified. So usually products or like brands would have product lines that are like 40 different models. We've tried to consolidate it down to 3 models. And the way that we've organized it is we have the Aero, the Nexus, and the Forma. Both the ski and snowboard are called the Forma, ski and snowboard called the Nexus, ski and snowboard called the Aero. And we broke them down into condition types. So the Aero is a hard to mixed snow focused ski. The Nexus is kind of suited to be in hard snow and in soft snow. And the Forma is focused on soft snow. And I can kind of just quickly break down. I've got a mug here, pretty high tech. I'm gonna place this phone in this mug and kind of break down some of those design differences. So, at our disposal, really the design elements that we have at our disposal would be waist width, length, flex, and kind of overall shape, which would we can talk about as both profile and overall shape. But the first thing you'll notice about the Aero is that it's our most narrow ski. So 96 millimeter waist for the 180 length, has a little bit of metal coming through on the edges there. That's to increase stability. These are all tailored to perform better in harder to mix snow conditions. So if you find yourself riding a lot of like on piste or where it doesn't snow a lot and you're not really up in fresh snow, this ski is made for that. And I love those conditions. And so I really wanted to make a great ski that focused on performing in those specific conditions. In addition to waist width and those material buildups, one of the big things you'll notice is that it has the least amount of what we would call rocker, entry rocker, early rise. Basically, it breaks down like this. This is the Aero. The Aero has about that much. If I had the Nexus, it would have a little more, and then the Forma would have a little more. That's just to give that ski the ability to float that much better. But because this ski is not really meant to be in fresh snow that much, it has this amount. So that's the Aero, kind of broken down quickly. This is the Nexus. The Nexus is like that ski that would be good for everything. So if you don't want something that is more specific, like powder specific or hard snow specific, if you can't make the decision, then the Nexus is really the option. And if you're not looking to if you just want one ski that does everything, once again, it's the Nexus. The 180 length here, or 183 length, is a 106. So whereas the 180 length Aero is a 96, the 180 length Nexus is a 106. So it's a mid-fat, does quite a bit of everything, kind of a nice combination of really stable and yet playful, great length, overall excellent flex pattern. You'll notice this entry rocker is quite an increase compared to the arrow, but it doesn't make it too specific, so it's not flopping around on cat tracks. There's not a lot of extra ski here that's, you know, useless in hard snow. It's really tailored to do well in both. So that's where this ski comes in. And then last we have the Forma. The Forma ski is our widest ski. Obviously, width is one of those elements that's really going to help skis float. This ski is designed to really allow you to kind of plane, float, and be playful in fresh snow. Surprisingly, really a stout ski, super fun to ski on piste as well, but was designed to really perform in powder snow. And so you'll notice kind of the nose shape from that angle. The amount of entry rocker is a lot more. And then of course, you've got a little swallowtail here. And that swallow just allows the ski. Swallowtails just allow the ski to kind of just sit a little bit easier in the tail. It changes the way the ski exits the powder, changes the overall feel a little bit, but mostly it's allow that nose to sit up. So if the tail's sitting, the nose stands up a little easier, and therefore you can ski without burying your noses and purling too much. So that's pretty much the product line. You'll notice a few of like the kind of branding concepts here. We've got these, we call them our flags. That concept, you can kind of see here, this is where it started to come from. It's all these days, you know, sunrises and sunsets, and it's the colors that come from the sunrise and the sunset. We played around with different kind of versions of that. But it was just something I really wanted to try to pull into the brand. That experience of being out in the mountains, it's available to everybody. And that's what that flag and our colors represent. This right here, that's what we call our portal. The portal represents our perspective. And you'll notice here, this is an old film viewfinder. You can kind of see just in, you know, in a lot of what we've created in this company, it's based a lot on our experiences, our perspective. And I've been big into camera work and film work. And so I took a lot of influences from that world and kind of pulled it in. And that's where that portal comes from. Is it's looking out, it's like your window, it's how you frame up a shot. It's your perspective on the sport. And our perspective on the sport is that there is no right way. There is no wrong way. It's just people ski and snowboard down the hill differently. And over the next few years, I hope to kind of capture all those different ways. Not all those different ways, some of those different ways, and offer it back up to the larger community. And anyway, I'm 8 minutes into this video, so I probably need to wrap it up. Anyway, thank you for your interest. Season